From the station that's working for you, you're watching Fox 4 News at noon.
Welcome back, everyone. Good to have you with us. Former Kansas City Royals player Mike Robbins is using lessons that he learned on the baseball field to help others. He's in our studio today to tell us about his new book. It is entitled Focus on the Good Stuff, The Power of Appreciation. We appreciate you being here, Mike.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you with us.
Yeah.
How long have you been gone from the Royals now?
Well, I got drafted by the Royals out of Stanford University in 1995. And, you know, my dream since I was a little boy was to pitch in the major leagues. I was hoping to be here in Kansas City at Kauffman Stadium. Unfortunately, my third season in the minors with Kansas City, I went out to pitch one night, blew my arm out, tore ligaments in my elbow. And, you know, it was tough.
So how do you work around that to have a positive attitude?
Well, the thing that happened for me, I mean, it was a tough time. And as I looked through my whole experience playing baseball, I realized I only had one regret, and that was that I didn't fully appreciate it while it was happening. I was too busy trying to make it, thinking I wasn't good enough and being hard on myself. And that's a lot of what my work's about as a motivational speaker and what my book, Focus on the Good Stuff, is all about.
You've laid out some really important principles on being appreciative in life, and let's go over those. Number one, you say be grateful.
Yeah, just take a look at what we've already got. You know, Oprah Winfrey says the more gratitude we feel, the more we have to feel grateful for, and I think she knows a little bit about gratitude. So
you also talk about choosing positive thoughts and feelings. Is this some mind game you have to play with yourself sometimes?
Well, I think we got to practice a little bit. You know, we do a lot of things. We take care of our bodies. We take care of other things in our lives. We don't spend a lot of time sort of practicing how we think and how we feel, and we have a lot more say over it than I think we do.
Speaking of say over it, you also say you've got to verbalize this with positive words, right?
Well, a lot of times we use real negative words about other people, but especially about ourselves. So our words don't just describe things, they create. And if my wife, Michelle, ever catches me speaking negatively about myself, she'll say to me, hey, don't talk about my husband like that.
Huh, in the third person. Kind of Bob Dolish. How about acknowledging others? How important is that?
Really important, especially, by the way, around Valentine's Day, whether it's our spouse or significant other, our children, people in our lives that we work with, just letting them know what we appreciate about them is really important through acknowledgement.
How about appreciating yourself?
That's probably the most important one. And it's not arrogance, it's not bragging or boasting, it's really genuinely appreciating who you are, what you've accomplished, the skills, the talents you have. Often we're our own worst critics, and my work is all about really empowering people to take a look at the good things that they do instead of being so hard on themselves.
Well, Lauren Halifax has already said that I need to read this about 20 times so I can become Focus on the Good Stuff. For more information, go to focusonthegoodstuff.com. Not gather around the good stuff. That's Applebee's. We need to focus on the good stuff. There's also a link to that on our website, myfoxkc.com. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks for having me.
It does look neat.